Missing persons cases are always tragic, and this one is no exception. But there's one thing that makes it different from other cases. It's that we still don't know what happened to him. There are many questions and very few answers. What we do know is that before he disappeared, he had sent a text message that read, "I haven't done anything wrong." What did he mean by that? Was someone after him? Did he commit a crime and was now running for his life? Or was it something else entirely? You be the judge of that. Here's what we know so far. It was 2016 when Jacob Wetter was studying at the University of Wisconsin, Whitewater. He was a senior majoring in business. In fact, he had just returned to campus a week earlier after spending his summer break with friends and family. He was looking forward to finishing his degree and beginning his career. That's why it was so shocking when he suddenly vanished without a trace. On August 27th, Jacob messaged his girlfriend to let her know that he would be able to make it to their weekly bowling date. This wasn't like Jacob. Not only were they dating exclusively, but he would never miss their bowling date. He was always excited to spend time with his girlfriend. So why did he cancel this time? Who knows? Maybe he was tired or simply didn't feel like going. We'll probably never know. But things took a dark turn the next day when Jacob failed to show up to work at his job as an usher at the Bartles Theater. He loved his job and was very responsible. His manager knew that Jacob would never call in sick without good reason. So when he didn't show up, she tried calling him. She left several messages, but Jacob never called back. This was very unusual. When Jacob didn't answer his phone, his manager assumed that something must be wrong. She tried calling his emergency contact, but she wasn't listed, so she called the police to do a wellness check. The police went to Jacob's apartment, but he wasn't there. The only concerning thing they found was that his door was slightly ajar and his car was missing from its parking space. They assumed that he'd gone out for the night and would be home soon. So they left. Jacob's girlfriend was very worried. She hadn't heard from him since his last text message. Normally, he would call her if he didn't feel like going bowling. Plus, he'd never canceled like this before. She called his cell phone, but it went straight to voicemail. Jacob was never this irresponsible. He would never go to days without contacting her. Something was definitely wrong. She decided to go to his apartment. When she got there, she noticed that his car was missing and the door was slightly open. As she walked in, she noticed that the apartment was in disarray. Clothes were everywhere and his bedsheets were on the floor. It looked like a tornado had come through. Why would he leave his apartment in such a state? Had someone broken into his apartment? If so, where was he? She couldn't find him anywhere, and nobody had seen him since the day before. She called the police again, who launched a criminal investigation. His family also flew in from Colorado to help search for him. But Jacob was nowhere to be found. There were no signs of a struggle. His wallet and keys were in the apartment, which meant that he probably didn't get robbed. His laptop was also there, which meant he probably didn't run away. So where could he be? As days turned into weeks, the search grew more frantic. Hundreds of people went out into the nearby woods and searched every inch of the area. But there was no sign of Jacob. And then something strange happened. After 10 days, his car was found near a small town about 30 miles away. His friends and family were ecstatic. Could this be the breakthrough they were waiting for? Would this lead them to Jacob? Sadly, it didn't. The police towed the car back to Whitewater and processed it for evidence. While the car was being towed, one of the officers noticed a suspicious object inside the vehicle. It looked like a large bag. The officer stopped the tow truck and opened the bag. It contained several boxes full of Jacob's belongings. There was clothing, shoes, and even his cell phone. But there was no sign of Jacob. So, why would someone leave his car with all his belongings? Did they forget something? Was Jacob kidnapped? Why would the kidnappers leave his car and belongings behind? The police were baffled. Was this a prank gone wrong? Had he run away with someone? Was he hiding somewhere? They still had no answers. The case went cold and Jacob's family went back to Colorado, but not before placing a billboard on the side of the highway. It featured Jacob's picture and urged anyone with information to come forward. A reward was also set up. To date, over $40,000 has been collected. But sadly, none of it has led to Jacob being found. And that's not all. 1 year after Jacob's disappearance, another student disappeared. Her name was Anna. She was last seen wearing a hoodie that said "I love pizza." She was also seen arguing with her boyfriend, but no one knows why. When the police searched her apartment, they found her computer, phone and wallet. But they found no sign of her. Was Jacob's disappearance somehow connected to Anna's? 4 years later, there have still been no answers. No one knows what happened to Jacob. Some believe that he was kidnapped, while others think he simply ran away. But there is evidence to support both theories. Let's look at the facts. First off, his car was found abandoned. This means that he didn't plan on coming back for it. This suggests that he ran away. But if that's true, why would he leave his cell phone behind? Also, he wouldn't have sent his girlfriend a text saying, "I haven't done anything wrong," unless he was trying to send her a clue. This suggests that he was kidnapped. But if that's true, why were there no signs of a struggle in his apartment? There's one other fact that doesn't add up. Just 2 weeks before he vanished, he was placed on academic probation. This means that he would have to repeat some classes. But he was very smart and had a high GPA. He didn't want to repeat any classes. So could he have run away because he was desperate? Or was he kidnapped because of something he was involved in at school? What do you think? What happened to Jacob? Do you think he ran away or was he kidnapped? Let me know your thoughts. But that's not all. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date on all our awesome videos. Now take a look at this video on screen. I really think you'll enjoy it. And remember, thanks for watching. Until next time.